Question, the member for York Simcoe.
Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Consumer Services. He will know that the Sunrise Propane incident of 2 years ago was the result of illegal activity and the failure of the TSSA to enforce his own regulations. He also knows that the Regulation 400/08, coming into effect on January the 1st, does nothing to address the enforcement problem and will end up costing each operator a minimum of $25,000 to prepare detailed safety plans, forcing many of them to close. The Ontario Propane Association has been trying for 2 years to tell the minister this regulation will not work, will cost thousands of jobs, and will do nothing to enhance safety. When will he replace this regulation and instruct his staff to bring forward a regulation that works?
Well, thank you very much. And first of all, I want to thank the member for that question, because I know it has been a concern within the propane industry over the last number of years. But you know, public safety remains our absolute #1 concern and priority, and I'm sure that the member feels the same way about that. Yes, we are the first jurisdiction in Canada to require propane operators to have an RSMP. However, we also realize that it may place an undue burden, particularly on the smaller operators, and we're talking about those operators that have a facility of 5,000 US water gallons or less. We have placed on the registry a proposal to deal with the smaller operators. We have been in constant contact over the last 3 or 4 months with the Propane Association. We hope to bring something forward fairly soon that will deal with their concerns, but our main concern, Speaker, remains the safety and security of the people of Ontario. But I'm sure that we will be able to come up with a
supplementary.
Thank you. The minister needs to understand the consequences of his regulation. Thousands of jobs will be lost as propane refill stations across the province are forced to close. Thousands of environmentally friendly propane-powered vehicles, including school buses, recreational vehicles, special vans for the disabled and elderly, couriers and taxis, will have no place to refill their tanks. These people, including many Ontario municipalities, have converted to a cleaner fuel to help reduce greenhouse gases. So I ask the minister, will he stand in his place today and ensure this House that his seriously flawed regulation will be fixed before it is too late and we see thousands of jobs lost in Ontario?
As I mentioned before, Speaker, the proposed changes were available for public review on the government's regulatory registry website. We are reviewing the comments, have been working with the Ontario Propane Association. We will certainly attempt to make whatever effort is necessary in order to resolve this issue. We realize that an awful lot of people in Ontario rely on propane for heating purposes, other purposes as well. We want to make sure that we do the right thing for the safety of the people of Ontario, but we also want to make sure that these propane dealers that have been in existence for a long period of time provide a good, valuable service, will be able to continue to provide their service in the years to come. We are working on it, and a resolution will be found to the situation that you've just raised.